Hi, Ian Dainty again, and we're going to keep moving our way through the 101 marketing questions for business growth. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Question 24, which is how do you move your prospects through your sales funnel? And this is very key because a lot of people struggle with this. What are the steps and how do you do it and what should you be doing? And everybody has their own variation and everybody has their own way of different terminology, etc. So let me just go through. I'm going to go through a couple of graphics here that'll show you. One is a vertical one, one's a horizontal one. We'll start with the horizontal one. And I've showed you this one before in a previous one, which is kind of what you want to do in a social media type when you're getting prospects. First of all, you got to get their prospects' attention. Now, you have to do that anywhere. And how you do that, of course, there's various ways depending on what methodology you're using. And in social media, you want to capture leads. And we've talked about that, capturing them from your website or from Facebook, etc. Then you establish credibility as you go through. And this is the nurturing way of how you do it. You bond with your prospects. You have to do that anyway. And I'm going to show you a couple of different things that you need to do. Then you create desire for your with your prospect, and then a call to action. Call to action meaning sign up or buy or whatever it is. Okay, so that's usually the social media one, and it works well. And I think you should be using it as part of your sales funnel creation. The next one is a 9-step process which I've developed and has worked for me over the years and still does. And this is really true in a software sale or in a larger sale and what you have to do to go through it. The first one is to contact people. Now, how do you contact them? Well, social media is one way. All kinds of ways that we've talked about before. Direct mailing, emails are still big, speaking, etc. And then once you get a lead, and we'll call it a lead, we want to turn them into a prospect. And how do we do that? Well, we qualify them. And sometimes you can use, and particularly with software out today, you can use lead scoring, which is what marketing uses when you've developed some qualifications with sales. You lead score them, and so then you know whether they are qualified or not. And then you qualify in or out once you start qualifying. If you qualify them in through your lead scoring, and also through what I have called a game plan, which is when you talk to them about their goals and their issues and what impact this would have on them, and then the meaning of that. So that can also go through lead scoring, but you qualify them in or out. If you qualify them in, then you fall through the demo thing. If you qualify them out, like down below, you nurture them. And I'll get into that in a sec. So if you qualify them in, then you maybe a salesperson or you give them a phone call and again go through the game plan, a qualifying process to see where they are. So you either meet them or you talk to them online. Maybe you give them a demo. But the idea is you meet them somehow, whether it's online, over the phone, or whatever, and then a demo. And then you possibly want to move into a proposal situation. I hate proposals, but depending on the size of the contract you've got, then of course you've got to handle it. All the way throughout, you got to handle objections. The best way to handle objections is to bring them up beforehand. Many people have found that they've done this. However, by using our product or service, this is what has happened. So answer the objections because you'll know 90% of them. There's only 6 or 7, and price is about 6 or 7. And I wouldn't bring that up until they do, because that's when you build in your value proposition as you go through. You should be doing your value proposition all the way through. Then, of course, you sign the contract, depending on the size of your business, and then, of course, you implement if it's a software product or a large, it could be anything. You may be a boiler maker and putting boilers in or whatever. So the implementation is key, and then, of course, there's ongoing nurturing all the time, irrespective of whether they're in or out. So there's a number of ways you look at a prospect, and remember, a lead turns into a prospect that turns into or lead goes into a suspect, they call it, then a prospect, and then, of course, it goes into a customer, client. I like the word client. Okay? If you have any questions, please email me. If you want to go through this in more detail, please email me or give me a call at the number below. Thanks a lot, and until next time, have a great day.